we found out about the depot about 4 years ago. You know, we had a reputation for dismantling things and putting things back together. And so we got wind of this depot that was sitting out there in Centerville for several years. We're talking the 19th century, and this depot came from Sladen, Tennessee. And there was a visionary who wanted to create a park around Minnie Pearl. And the center of this park would be this depot, a train station that he literally trucked from Sladen. They never finished the project, so that station was just sitting there all by itself. And I went out there and looked at this thing and could not believe the workmanship, the beauty of this thing. It's amazing. I decided right then, it's coming. We worked out an arrangement with the owner, who, by the way, interestingly enough, spoke Japanese. I speak Japanese, so what are the odds of that? I decided 4 years ago that I would bring that depot here to the former farm of Johnny Cash. So that's kind of how it all started, and I'm really, really glad that we're getting the job done. These guys have been working on the depot for several weeks. I just watched them in amazement as they worked diligently at taking it apart one piece at a time. I just take my hat off to these guys, the skills that they have. And when they start to put this together, those people that visit us at this farm are going to be amazed by the workmanship of our forefathers, but also the dedication and skills of these three men who have been dismantling the depot for the last several weeks. They work so hard. It's amazing. I'm very proud of them. We've been taking this depot apart from the roof down, and we have found so many mysterious things. We're going in for the bees. We're gonna preserve the bees for the environment. The train station is just over there, just a few miles down the road, and you have to get out of there because they were chasing you, the loose
what's
one.
left? Yeah, they're gonna come to this.
They're coming to this. You know, Sally, isn't this the most amazing thing that they have that commitment to each other? Our biggest discovery so far, breaking news. Richard has found all these manifests inside.
Can you see the date on that? It's in the corner.
Inside the walls.
What date is that one?
May 8th, 1911, I think.
Okay, well, I know we got them down to 08.
Oh.
Way older than that.
A 1946 silver dime found under the top plate of the post office. It is in really good shape. May be worth a lot. We just don't know.
One thing that I love is I love wood. A lot of that lumber that they used to build took God over 200 years to make. Those trees are amazing. the chestnut trees, the oak trees. And the wood is part of the amazing story. You can't replicate it. You know, people say 2x4s. They're really not 2x4s. They're more like much smaller. These are real 2x4s. These studs were way before we started to shrink them down to make money. Some of these posts are 14, 15 feet. But remember, it wasn't just the construction, it's the people that use this depot for commerce. We're really excited about this thing, man. And I can't wait till the first truck shows up carrying that beautiful, beautiful wood.
I'm my own destination, but I'm so far from home. Take me back, lead me home, Saint Jerome.
Don't forget, it all started in Genesis. The great genius of creation is God Himself. And that spirit of building things and preserving things is in our spirit because He made us in His image. We have a great creator, God, don't we? My enthusiasm for preservation work partly comes from my dad, a missionary to Japan. He spent close to 50 years there, not just preaching to the Japanese people and sharing the gospel, but rolling up his sleeves, working side by side with the Japanese people. But ultimately, my dad and I both realized that the most important preservation work you can do is in the lives of people. As I thought about this project, I wanted to dedicate it to some person in Nashville. And it was very clear to me that person would be Jay Jackson and his son, Jay Boy. They have spent their whole life helping people in Nashville, helping family members of musicians that have hit hard times, young artists who have all these dreams, but they don't know how to move forward. He helps them. I've learned to love him and to respect him. The greatest legacy any of us will ever have, it's not going to be the gold records or the hit songs. It's going to be how many lives that we touch and how many lives have we improved during our short term on this earth. For that reason, I'd like to dedicate this project to Jay Jackson and his son, Jay Boy.